Mateer is the most exciting. And for all of you that don't follow Washington State, which is a lot of you, like, this dude is a playmaker. Like, he is fun to watch. He can spin it. He can throw it from different arm angles, but he can make plays running. He can make those plays to scramble. He can break tackles. Like, he's a superstar. Like, he's not good. So you went from okay play at Oklahoma to superstar. Can they stay healthy at wide receiver? Yeah, defensive line, best in the league. I'm talking about inside and outside depth. Like, that is one of the best in the league.
You are correct, sir. Yes!
That's a genius right there. Definition of a ball knower. John Mateer has definitely been an excellent quarterback for Oklahoma this season. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about how John Mateer is proving to be an underrated Heisman Trophy candidate. Oklahoma looks like a legit college football playoff contender this season thanks to the play of quarterback John Mateer. In fact, John Mateer is quickly raising his stock up for a potential Heisman Trophy run. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So, here it is. Does John Mateer have a strong case to win the Heisman Trophy right now? I believe so. I believe John Mateer has quietly gone under the radar in terms of production at the quarterback position. He has been one of the best quarterbacks in the country this year, and this year's Heisman Trophy race has been rather surprising in several ways. The quarterbacks everyone expected to be major contenders for the Heisman Trophy, they have all struggled in some way, shape, or form. And the quarterbacks a lot of people didn't talk about heading into the season are now Heisman Trophy candidates. Who would have thought that at this point in juncture of the season that Carson, Beck, Dante, Julian, Sayin, Jeremiah Smith, and John Mateer are the leading Heisman Trophy candidates right now? If you had said that to me a month ago, I would have demanded everyone to be drug tested for that statement. But that is exactly what is happening right now in college football. John Mateer has proven to be one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC this year, and not only in the SEC, but potentially in the entire country. John Mateer is quickly raising his draft stock up big time. You want to talk about a guy that has been putting the work this offseason? This is the definition of it. John Mateer is playing like a quarterback that is possessed of trying to prove his haters wrong. John Mateer has done a great job evading pressure. He's done a good job using his legs. His arm talent is pretty impressive. I know that his arm strength is not necessarily elite, but in terms of getting velocity in the short to intermediate throws, he's done a pretty good job of that. He's done a great job managing the game for Oklahoma. He's also done a great job making game-changing plays when necessary. He's an underrated athlete, and a lot of people like to say that John Mateer is a small quarterback, but you actually look at his measurables. He's 6'1", he's 225 pounds. He's actually bigger than Baker Mayfield, which is something a lot of people don't believe in. When I watch John Mateer play, he reminds me a lot of Baker Mayfield in the gunslinging sense. John Mateer is not afraid to throw the ball in tight windows and to get rid of the football quickly, which is something Baker Mayfield has excelled at for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. When you watch John Mateer play, you're saying to yourself, this is a confident quarterback. This is a guy that carries himself like a professional quarterback. He might not have professional talent, but in terms of professional leadership, the guy absolutely has that. He has elite moxie. He has an elite feel for the game of football, and John Mateer has been performing like a quarterback that can elevate his teammates around him. Oklahoma this year looks like a legit college football playoff contender. Who would have thought that about Oklahoma before the year started? Oklahoma was the team that was projected to finish the year with 6 or 7 wins. Right now, they're at 3 wins. They're undefeated. So is Auburn. But I also believe that Oklahoma has the ability to possibly win 9 or 10 games this year. They look like a good football team this year. Their defense has improved. Brent Venables looks like he's finally been able to put his stamp on the Oklahoma football program. And John Mateer has certainly elevated the play of the quarterback position at Oklahoma. Last year, they had Jackson Arnold at quarterback. He ends up getting benched midway through the year. They put in Michael Hawkins Jr. He doesn't really do a whole lot at the quarterback position. It becomes a fractured football team. Then Jackson Arnold transfers. So obviously, there was a lot of turmoil in Oklahoma last year, but now they have John Mateer playing the quarterback position. He was a solid starter for Washington State last year. Now he's looking like he's going to be a pretty good quarterback for Oklahoma. I also want to show you guys this clip of Jordan Rodgers making his argument for why John Mateer should be a strong candidate for the Heisman Trophy. Honestly, Jordan Rodgers has been one of the better analysts at ESPN when it comes to talking college football. Remember, he was the guy who predicted the downfall of Arch Manning. So far, Arch Manning has not looked good at all. He also predicted John Mateer would look like an excellent quarterback in college football. He's been proven right about that. Roll the film.
Mateer's my Heisman favorite right now. He has been a baller. Nobody throws with more swagger, more anticipation, more confidence. He's throwing it sidearm, submarine at times, but he has been unbelievable, especially running the football. He accounted for 84% of Oklahoma's total yards against Michigan. He ran the football 19 times. He's been electric on the ground and through the air. He's the guy to beat right now.
Do you believe that?
Well, Jordan Rodgers does, that's for sure. And I think a lot of college football fans are now also starting to believe in John Mateer. I also believe in John Mateer as well. He's not a quarterback I talked about a whole lot before the year started because he's not a quarterback that's worthy of getting headlines. But when you keep playing good football the way John Mateer has been playing, you're going to get talked about eventually on this channel. That's why I'm bringing the awareness of a quarterback like John Mateer. This is a guy that has done a great job elevating the teammates of Oklahoma. Nobody was talking about Oklahoma as a college football playoff contender before the year started, but now that is exactly what we were talking about. Oklahoma has looked like a pretty good football team this year. They beat Michigan in a primetime game. They also were able to showcase the talents that Oklahoma had on defense. Normally, you don't talk about Oklahoma as having a good defense for a football program, but that is exactly what Oklahoma has this year. Their defense looks like they're going to be one of the better defenses in college football. They did a great job shutting down Bryce Underwood for Michigan. So obviously, I'm pretty impressed with what Oklahoma has done. As far as how tomorrow's game is going to play out against Auburn, I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be an exciting game. Jackson Arnold's going to get to go up against his old team, but ultimately, Oklahoma is going to come out of this game victorious. Don't forget about how he can use his legs too, and I think he's going to outperform Jackson Arnold at the quarterback position. Jackson Arnold is going to make some good plays for Auburn, but he's not going to change the game the way John Mateer will change the game for Oklahoma. I got the final score of this game being something along the lines of 31-27 Oklahoma. It's going to come down to the wire, but I truly believe John Mateer has the ability to make big time plays in big time games. Jackson Arnold is a decent quarterback, but he doesn't have that dog in him the way John Mateer does. Either way though, I'm excited to see what John Mateer will be able to do in tomorrow's ball game against Auburn. Right now, he's got to be the Heisman Trophy favorite. I know that his stats might not be the best in the world, but have you seen how he's been able to elevate his teammates at Oklahoma? I also expect John Mateer to start racking up good numbers as well. He's been a productive player throughout his college career. I don't expect that trend to change anytime soon. He was productive at Washington State. He's been productive at Oklahoma so far. Expect that trend to continue, and don't sleep on Oklahoma because they're a team that could possibly make the college football playoff this year. They might even win the SEC if they can continue getting great play from their defense. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just saying don't be surprised if that happens. Oklahoma looks like a football squad to not be messed around with whatsoever. Give credit to John Mateer and Brent Venables where credit is due, because those guys have definitely made Oklahoma a better football program, at least for the current moment. So that is why John Mateer does have a strong case to win the Heisman Trophy right now, as John Mateer can continue stacking good performances with the win against Auburn in tomorrow's ball game. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinNashTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinNashTran and that Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinNashTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel Sports Guy Talking.